Self-discovery is an ongoing journey that requires you to understand and acknowledge your true self. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Greatness Latono, and if this is your very first time watching my video, you are welcome. This is a place where you forever get impacted. I would actually advise that you check out my previous episodes for more inspiring content. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Well, today we'll be talking about self-discovery and its importance. I really feel this is one crucial aspect in a person's life, and this is why I want to talk about it. So personally, I really do feel like one of the issues that we are having as a society, community, nation, and even the world at large is because some people, or most people, are not so intentional about discovering themselves. They're not intentional about knowing who they are. Some people do not even know the capacity they carry. Not because they do not want to, but maybe they do not even know how to. And this is why I'm here, and this is why I'm creating this video. I just really want you to know that self-discovery is important because first, it will help you to know yourself. Now, in some minutes, I'll be talking about the dangers of not, being intentional about self-discovery. And if you are not, constantly working on knowing yourself, developing yourself, discovering yourself, then you would definitely have issues. This is something that I must tell you plainly. So most people do not really do this, and this is one of the major reasons why we have a lot of issues in the society. One of the reasons that you need to discover yourself is because it's not just for you. You see, there are people's lives that are attached to your own life. There are people's destiny that are attached to your destiny. So it's crucial that you discover yourself so others can discover who they are. It's crucial that you fulfill destiny so others will be able to fulfill their own destiny. So I say it that do not be selfish. That might not really be the right word to use because I don't want to seem like I'm condemning anybody or anything, but it's just the truth. And really, this will help you. Like, it will help you in life, in every aspect of your life, academically, financially, maritally, mentally, spiritually. It really will help you. Now, I would like to talk about ways by which you can actually discover yourself. And the first thing is intentionality. I really cannot overemphasize this enough. You have to be intentional. Now, you have to be serious. You need to want to know yourself. You need to want to know who you are. You see, you are unique, and this is something I tell myself. You are unique, you are peculiar. Even if you're a twin, there's something that makes you different, that makes you unique from your twin. So you are unique, you are peculiar, and this is something you must understand. So do not see yourself as someone who has nothing to offer. You have something to offer. While growing up, I had a very low self-esteem because I felt I had nothing to offer. But entering the university, I realized that I needed to reevaluate my life, like check my life, like, no, greatness, there's something different about you, there's something unique about you. And that has always been my mantra, and I really want it to be yours now. And what I did was the fact that I was so intentional about knowing myself. So intentional about knowing myself. Another thing is to be open-minded. Don't be stiff-minded. Don't close your heart to opportunities. Be open-minded. And one of the ways by which you can do this is volunteering. Volunteering is really a good way to discover yourself in some aspects of your life. And this is something that has helped me to some extent. Volunteering is a good thing. If you are in school, or even outside school, or you're just entering school, I would really advise that you volunteer. Whenever you see opportunities, you might not necessarily go in for every opportunity, but any opportunity that you see that you feel you should go into. Everything is not about the money. There are so many benefits of volunteering, and maybe I'll just talk about that in maybe one of my episodes. But volunteering is one of the ways by which you can discover yourself. So go in for opportunities. If you see, content creation, content writing, graphics designing, photography, okay, I have a little bit of knowledge in this, just go in for it. Volunteer. I know this, like I know myself, because I know it has worked for a lot of people. So volunteering is one of the things that could help you. So be open-minded, don't be closed-minded, don't be stiff, be open to opportunities, search for opportunities. You might not necessarily, if you do not do this, you might not necessarily get to, it's one of the things that will really help you in your self-discovery journey. Another thing is to ask your friends, ask your family members, ask your mentors of what they think or they feel that you really know how to do best. That is why it's important to keep the right friends. Please keep only trusted people in your space. Now, you have friends, you have acquaintance, okay? It's not so okay to have 30 friends that are not quality. See, quality over quantity in anything. When it comes to friendship, quality over quantity, because friendship is so crucial. Like, there was a point in my life when I told myself, witness, you cannot afford to keep the wrong friends in your space, because of how important friendship is in a person's life. If you ever decide that you want to make friends and have friends, make sure you keep quality persons in your space. And for you to keep quality persons in your space, you have to be quality too, because no quality person would like to stay with somebody that is not quality. So you have to constantly, work on yourself. So yes, ask trusted people. Now, people that want the best for you. It's good to keep people that want the best for you in your space. Imagine you have friends that do not want the best for you or hate you or something. You see, that's why it's good to observe before you choose, before you pick, because like I said, friendship is important. So asking your friends is one good way to discover yourself. If you have anybody that you see as a mentor, you can ask, oh ma'am, sir, what are the things you think I can do? Like, what are the things that you feel is really peculiar to me? Is it my voice? Is it the way I walk? Is it my dance? Am I good at speaking? Am I good at writing? Just all of that. Now, another way by which you can discover yourself is to observe yourself. So just try to observe yourself. Just check yourself. What are my gifts? What are my talents? What are those things that are peculiar to me that I can do so well? It doesn't even have to be so peculiar to you. Like, maybe it's something that you can do and your friend can also do, but you can do these things so well. So those are, I want to mention something, but I don't know if I should. There's some things that you can do that you might not be at your best at that particular period of time, but if you feel, you can do this, and you probably have maybe a passion for it, then you can develop yourself. Now, it's still part of your self-discovery journey. You could decide to drop it and you could decide to take it later. So check yourself, observe yourself. That is part of being intentional. Another thing is to check your role models. Look at the people that you look up to. One of the things that I did while entering the university was to listen to people because I needed to. Now, listening to these people, checking out these people, wow, I love the way she speaks, I love the way she this, that. It made me to actually get to know some things about myself, because I had to ask myself some questions. Why do I admire this person? Why do I love what this person is doing? Okay, wow, she's doing this. Can I actually do it? Now, it's not every person that you admire that you'll be able to do what they do, and you do not have to force it. But for some people it comes naturally. Like, you just see that, wow, I can actually do this particular thing that this person is doing even better. So those are actually ways by which you can discover yourself. So another way, you see, self-discovery and self-development are intertwined. Now, it's crucial that even in your self-discovery journey, you are still developing yourself. Self-discovery, self-development is a continuous journey. Read books, attend seminars, go for conferences. If you cannot attend physically, please listen online. Go online. Like, I feel this generation is blessed. Go to YouTube, go on Google, search for something, go on Spotify, search for podcasts, check finance, look at the areas of your life that you feel okay. you need to develop yourself on. And listening to these things, reading books, you would be able to discover some things that you can do so well. Now imagine you go to Spotify and you're listening to a podcast on finance, and then you just decide, oh, it's cool for me to open a business, and then you just find out that you're so good at sales and marketing. So this is one crucial way. In fact, self-development is like the most important part of self-discovery. So develop yourself, work on yourself. Like I said, no quality person is willing to stay or work with somebody that is not quality. So you have to work on being quality. Now I would just like to talk about the dangers of not investing in self-development. When we have anxiety, you'll be scared, you'll be anxious, like, wow, I'm not doing anything in my life. Oh my god, everything is not working, nothing is working for me, everything is just crashing, what's going on? You'll be anxious because you don't even have a direction, like you don't even know where you are going. Yes, life can be, you get me, can be, funny sometimes, but you not investing in self-development will just add to a lot of issues. Like, it's a crucial aspect in a person's life, and if you are feeling anxious right now, and maybe you're not, maybe you see that you have not invested so much in self-discovery, it might be one of the reasons why you are feeling anxious, because you're just going on with how life is. So many people have so many beautiful talents, you have so many beautiful gifts. There's something I say, if you do not discover yourself, then you are living a space that should be occupied. Imagine you're supposed to be a governor of your state that is actually going to change a lot of things for Nigeria. Okay, let's not even move into politics. What if you're supposed to be a CEO or somebody that would just think about an idea that would change a lot of things for orphans, for widows? I'm just trying to give practical things here, and you're not putting time into self-discovery, then those things will not be able to get accomplished, and that's a life of regret. And that is something that you do not want for yourself. So please discover yourself. So one of the ways and one of the dangers of not discovering yourself is anxiety. Second one is depression. Yes, depression. You'll be depressed, you'll be unhappy, because you just feel like your life is not so meaningful. Like you feel down, you feel sad, like your life is just there. It has no meaning, because you don't know who you are. Depression is not something anybody wants, but it just really happens. So in order to prevent, prevention is better than cure. Prevent that from happening. Please do the things that will make that thing not to happen. At least try your best. And one of the things that can, make that happen or make you not get depressed, being careful with that, is to invest in self-discovery. 3, it's low self-esteem. Yes, while I was in secondary school, I did not know who what did I even know? I just felt like, oh, I was supposed to come to school, just do things, and I was battling with a low self-esteem. I did not know what I could do. I did not know my capabilities, and this affected my day-to-day activities. It really affected my social life. I felt like everybody was better than me. Like, I really battled with a low self-esteem. So not discovering yourself, if you are having a low self-esteem right now, feeling like everybody's just better than me, there's nothing I can do, please stop. Like I mentioned, there's something peculiar to you, and this is not a motivation aspire to perspire stuff. This is fact. I'm talking pure fact. So just try to know yourself and love yourself for who you are. Tell yourself you are proud of yourself. Oh God, I'm proud of me. Tell yourself you love yourself. But even in all of this, develop yourself. At the end of this episode, I want you to ask yourself, who am I? Now, it's who am I? That question is very broad. Some will say I'm a child of God. Yes, I'm a child of God. If you're a Christian, you're a child of God. I mean, who are you? Who are you? Self-discovery is not even a constant thing. You keep discovering yourself. At this point, you might be a speaker, but in 10 years' time, you could find out that you're a very good businessman or a very good businesswoman, and then you transition. Another thing is negative coping mechanism. You just try to find ways to, cope with, sadness, cope with depression. Some people regression, some they cut themselves, some they want to commit suicide, some they put the blame, on others. Like a lot of bad coping mechanisms. Now if you see that, oh, you are showing these signs, then you have to check yourself and check if you actually know who you are, or if you are working towards self-discovery. So I really do hope this episode helps you in one way or the other. I would like to hear your comments. If you have more words to say, please put in the comment. I'd like to know what you think about this episode and everything. So we have finally come to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much everyone for sticking with me to the end. I remain your humble host, Greatness Latono. I love you all.